Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a big one because I will be talking about every single body mist from Bath and Body Works Everyday's Luxuries collection. I have tried every single body mist that they have launched in the Everyday Luxuries line, and in today's video I'll be talking about 18 or 19 body mists from their lineup. All the remaining ones I've already reviewed. I'll link that video above or in the description box so you can go and check that out. Before we start, let me introduce myself. If you're new to my channel, hi guys, I'm Preeti. I make beauty and perfume related videos. And if you're into that, please consider subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me. Please do subscribe. And if you don't know, this entire Everyday Luxuries collection is supposed to be dupe of high-end designer expensive perfumes, and honestly all of them are on sale right now. This is not a sponsored video, but I am making this video at the right time because I saw most of these scents are around 690 to 1100 rupees. I hope the sale remains on till the time I edit and post this video, and if you watch this video you don't have to watch any other video to make your decision. So yeah. Okay, so the first scent that I want to talk about is Seeing Rouge. Now, by the name of it, you can obviously guess what it is supposed to be a dupe of. It's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge, and I know there are a lot of dupes of Baccarat Rouge in the market by this point, but I just love this DNA. I love my Midnight Bloom, I love my Red Temptation, I love this DNA. Oh, I love this. To me, this smells a lot like Red Temptation. I literally have Red Temptation here with me, and it 100% smells like Red Temptation. It's one of my favorite perfumes. And if you want to make Red Temptation more long lasting, just layer it with this. And if you don't know what any of these perfumes smells like, meko scratch se describe karne do. So basically, when you spray it, you get this warm saffron kind of scent with a lot of like woodiness mixed with some spiciness, and it's a very different scent. It's pretty sharp in the beginning, and as it settles it moves to this sweet woody scent. It smells very luxurious. It's not your girly gourmand kind of scent, or it's not your fresh clean scent. It's very different. It has a lot of character to it. And again, one thing I want to say is that this kind of scent profile is not for everyone. I know a lot of people who don't like this scent profile, but I personally love it. It starts with this sharpness and settles down into this beautiful woody sweetness. And obviously, do not expect a perfume like performance because they are body mist. They are like watered down versions of perfume. And these are basically like the same scent profile of expensive perfumes, but they are lighter and more affordable. If you are expecting any of these body mists to last you like perfume, it is totally unrealistic. And if you want them to last, there's one thing you can do is spray more. You can always reapply, but in my opinion, this one has a good longevity. So the next body mist is Midnight Addiction. This is one of my favorite body mist ever. This one opens with this gorgeous plummy spiciness, and it settles into this dark sensual sexy scent with a little bit of like creaminess coming from the background, like coffee or tonka. And it's rich and it's bold and it's very mysterious. I really love it. And as I said, as it settles down, it really shines. It gets warmer and more creamy, and honestly it has so much depth. It's so classy, it's so elegant, it's so perfect for a date night. It's quite sensual with like a smoky edge to it. And if you don't know, it is a dupe of Black Opium from YSL. I had like a 30 ml bottle of YSL Black Opium and I loved it. And if you'll ask me if it's like an exact dupe of YSL Black Opium, I'll say yes, because it 100% reminds me exactly of YSL Black Opium. And also this scent is very similar to the scent called Into the Night. So if you have Into the Night, do not get this, but I feel like Into the Night is much more like stronger, and you don't get that coffee or like vanilla creaminess come through that much from Into the Night. Whereas when this settles down, as I said, it has a lot of depth to it, and that's why I feel like this is much closer dupe of Black Opium, and it's easily one of my favorite scents in this collection. Then we have Loyal to You. I love this. I love this. Before you get influenced, just know that this is one of those scent profiles that you will either love or completely hate. The reason why I'm saying this is people who are gonna love this particular scent has to be someone who loves gourmand scents. If you love fresh, clean, musky, smoky scents, this is definitely not your taste. If you love aquatic, fresh scents or clean scents, this is not something that you will like. Now, this is supposed to be a dupe of Devotion from Dolce and Gabbana. And honestly, I have tried Devotion at the airport, but to me, this smells exactly similar to Latafa's Victoria. I own Victoria, so I know that it is so similar to that. Victoria is obviously a little bit more creamy. All Latafa scents, like all Arabic scents, are mostly very creamy, more gourmand than like the original perfumes. But at the same time, it's a perfume. This one is a body mist, so I feel like it's much closer dupe of the Latafa's Victoria than of Devotion, because I feel like Devotion is more lemon forward. This one is a bit more gourmand. Now, to imagine how this smells like, imagine बहुत सारा lemon mixed with some vanilla bakery gourmand kind of scent. Not your typical vanilla, not musky vanilla, woody vanilla, the bakery kind of vanilla. And I know it's a very difficult scent to even imagine. And when I say lemon, please do not associate this particular scent with something that's fresh or citrusy. It's not. It's totally a gourmand scent. And honestly, I love this scent profile. It's something जो मैंने कभी नहीं try करी थी until I tried Victoria from Latafa and now this. Maybe try this out before buying, but if you are a gourmand lover, if you just want something unique in your collection, then I think it's definitely worth a shot. So the next scent we have is Love Unleashed, and the moment I smell this, I could smell grapes, like a grape candy sort of scent. And I truly think that I have smelled something like this in my childhood, but I don't exactly remember what. And this one is supposed to be a dupe of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. And honestly, I don't know what that smells like, but I'll tell you what this smells like. It smells like this sweet candy, marshmallow, fluffy, grape candy kind of scent. And also there's something sharp in it that like hits my nose. So okay, so the notes are marshmallow, pink pepper, and neroli. So I think it's the pink pepper that's like bit sharp. For some reason there is no grape in this, but to me it smells like a grape candy. I don't know why. And also when I was like testing this, I wore it for an entire day and I feel like it has a very good longevity. This smells like a sweet fruit like scent which is slightly floral and sharp but has like a creamy dry down. I feel like it's more youthful and teenage kind of scent to my nose. And personally, it's not my favorite scent. I don't think that it's a bad fragrance, but it's just something that I do not like. And I don't know how Killian's Love Don't Be Shy smells like, but if it smells like this, I wouldn't be a fan of it. Next one is actually one of my favorite aquatic scents. मतलब मैंने इस scent को इतना enjoy करा है लगाना. This one is called Imperfect Beauty. This is what the bottle looks like. And honestly, in this collection, there are I think 4 aquatic scents. There's Aqua Hour, there is Imperfect Beauty, there is Mediterranean Mirage, and there is Salted Shorelines. And out of all like the aquatic scents in this collection, this one is my favorite. I mean, I got this like couple of months ago and you can see how much I have used it given the fact the amount of fragrances I have. I love this. I don't know what it is about this particular aqua scent, but I love it so much. I feel like it isn't your basic aqua, like it has a lot of character to it. It smells clean, expensive, and really sophisticated. It actually reminds me of one of those luxury, expensive aqua scents that you smell at the mall or at the airport. So when you first spray it, you get this blend of white florals with like airy aquatic notes mixed with like a clean soapy feeling. Yeah, that's what I would say. So I think that's what it smells like in the first sniff. As it settles, you get this soft musky wood with some warmth in it that makes everything feel very blended together. Nothing feels sharp, nothing feels overpowering, and it is just so addictive. So if you love fresh, clean aquatic scents which feels a little bit more elevated, then you definitely need to try out Imperfect Beauty. It's by the way one of my favorites from the collection. Then we have Pistachio Glaze. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I have tried a lot of pistachio scents. Also tried Yum Pistachio from Kayali a lot of times, but it was just not very gourmand for me. That was slightly fresh, so I never ended up buying it. And I'm not a fan of pistachio scents, to be honest. Like there was a phase where I enjoyed it, but I'm over the pistachio trend. Pistachio coffee, pistachio fragrances, everything pistachio. It was trending, and please don't hate me for saying that because I feel it's somewhat similar to few fragrances that we already had. Usually pistachio scents are nutty, creamy, woody, vanilla, gourmand, and that's exactly the direction that this particular body mist takes after settling down. The only thing that I noticed is right after spraying this, you get a lot of freshness, almost like soapy quality to it. And yes, it actually feels very synthetic at first, but I have given this a lot of time to macerate, and now when I spray it, I smell freshness, but I don't smell a lot of syntheticness. It's still there. I mean, a lot of Bath and Body Works बॉडी मिस्ट यूजुअली स्टार्ट वेरी अल्कोहली और इसमें तो अल्कोहल तो आता ही है बट यू ऑल्सो गेट दैट सिंथेटिक kind of pistachio vibe, but give it some time. As it settles down, you get that nutty creaminess come through. I mean, if you are eyeing a good pistachio scent, it's great. I'm particularly not a fan of pistachio right now at the moment, and also as it settles now, that creaminess is almost lactonic, like there are some almond notes into it. ऐसा lactonic सा feel आता है उसमें, which is very good. I'm so confused myself, like it's good but it's not groundbreaking is what I would say. Then we have Inner Angel. मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि ये सेंट एग्जिस्ट करता है. While putting the script together, मैंने सोचा कि देख लेती हूँ कि टोटल कितने बॉडी मिस्ट लॉन्च हुए थे, and that's when I ended up finding this. And when I ordered this, I had no idea what to expect because I did not read anything. I just saw कि एक new body mist है which I don't have in my collection, but I need to make this video, so that's why I ordered it. Because I wanted like all the scents with me. I just called for it, and the moment I sniffed this, guys, it reminded me of Khamra. Khamra from Latafa. It's supposed to be a dupe, like that Khamra scent is supposed to be a dupe of Kilian's Angel Share, which is a very expensive perfume. Maybe one day, by God's grace, I will not think twice before buying it, but today is not that day. Anyways, I love Khamra. I've tried Khamra Kava. It's a tongue twister and I also have cold, so मैं वैसे भी मेरी tongue heavy मुझे feel हो रही है. Smells so similar to Khamra. It's just like a watered down version of it, and I really love that scent. I personally got it for me, but then I made Shubham wear it, and when he wore it last year, I was like obsessed with that scent on his skin because it's just so delicious, and that's when I gave my entire bottle of Kava to him. He finished it up. I got him another bottle that also he finished up, and now I'm going to order another one. I'm thinking of buying that blue one, like the new Khamra, but I'm not sure how it will smell. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is I love this Khamra wala DNA. But if you don't know what Kilian's Angel Share or Khamra smells like, let me just break down what this smells like. This is basically, it's a gourmand scent, so it's not a gourmand, like not bakery kind of gourmand, but it's this cinnamony, warm, spicy scent. It's like cinnamon apple cake is what everybody describes it. पर मैंने कभी वो खाया नहीं है, so I'm not the right person to say that it smells like cinnamon apple cake. But to me, it's like cinnamon with lot of sweetness and spiciness. If you had this Latafa Khamra on your wish list, but if it's out of your budget or if you just want to try something similar to that first, then you can definitely go and buy Inner Angel. Last when I saw it, it was on sale for 690 or something. So right now तो बहुत सस्ते में मिल रहा है, and I think it's such a great scent. It's perfect for fall. I love these like cinnamony, warm, spicy scents, and if that's your vibe, you're gonna really, really love it. It's very nice and also very unisex. I mean, if you have a man, just try it on him. You're gonna thank me later. This video is gonna be so long and so difficult to edit. So the next scent is Guilty as Fig. This is one of my favorite. Like, if you'll ask me top 5, this one will definitely fall in top 5. And again, I have heard that they are discontinuing this scent. So if you can and if it's available, go and buy it. मतलब मैं review बताने से पहले ही I'm telling you go and buy it. So basically this is like a fig scent, and I have never tried a fig scent before this, and I did not even know what to expect when people say fig as a note, and I don't know what fig smells like, but what this smells like is absolutely amazing. I love this. It is so beautiful, so sexy, so expensive. I might have not smelled this ever before, but whatever this scent is, it smells luxury. It smells like what those duty free stores with all these designer perfumes would smell like at the airport. Oh my god, this is my favorite. So basically, this is this creamy fig mixed with like soft musk and a touch of sweetness and maybe some florals. I mean, all these things are blended so well together. It is a very elegant, very smooth, very rich girl kind of scent. And also, hear me out, this can easily be a unisex scent, but it does not have anything masculine in it. Like, as I said, soft musk, not musk, soft musk. So it's like soft musk in the background, but a creamy fig. But at the same time, I don't know, the scent profile feels very unisex, but it's not smoky, it's not aquatic, it's very different, it's so hard to describe. If you're a girl, just because I said like it's unisex, and if you're thinking of skipping this, please don't. It is just so good. Instead, think of this as something creamy wrapped in like soft florals, a little bit of musk, and some sweetness. Official notes are fig, jasmine, and musk. Jasmine, okay, that's those are the white florals. I love jasmine. मतलब मुझे typical मोगरा वाला scent पसंद नहीं है, but I love Pink Obsessed, I love Valentino Donna Born and Roma. I think all those scents. I love Sublime Epoch, which is like this Armani ka dupe. All these scents I think have a little bit of jasmine, so I think I love that jasmine wali note which I get from this. So yeah, it makes sense. Without saying much, it is unique, classy, luxurious, and I absolutely adore this scent. So if you're confused, just buy it. Then we have You Are Cheeky. Look at the packaging, guys. I love this dark pink color, and this is supposed to be a dupe of Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. Now I do not own Good Girl Blush, I own Good Girl, पर मैंने बहुत बार ट्राई करा है एयरपोर्ट पे, एंड मुझे लगता था इट्स टू सिमिलर टू गुड गर्ल, तो मैंने कभी वो खरीदा नहीं, बिकॉज इन जनरल आई डू नॉट पर्सनली लाइक द डीएनए ऑफ गुड गर्ल, इवन दो आई बॉट इट और मुझे इनिशियली बहुत अच्छा लगता था वो, बट इट जस्ट इवेंचुअली गॉट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वेरी ओवर पावरिंग. मतलब मुझे बहुत headache inducing लगता था वो scent, so I eventually stopped wearing it. Like whenever you wear that good girl वाला DNA, if you step into a room, people will notice you. It's that strong, and sometimes people stop wearing it just because it's strong. And Good Girl Blush is actually a very beautiful version of Good Girl. It's like a softer version, and that's what this is duping, which makes so much sense because when you sniff this, you definitely get that Carolina Herrera wala DNA, but at the same time, it's so much more softer, so much more creamier, and definitely not a headache inducing scent because it has some creaminess to it. To me, it is a scent that starts sharp but has a lot of sweetness, muskiness mixed with a little bit of woodiness and like soft vanilla warmth coming through. I think that's how I will describe this particular scent. This scent is very feminine. If you are someone who is looking for more of a office going kind of scent, maybe this is something that you would like. It's not teenagey, it's not that soft girl scent. I mean, it can be a soft girl scent because of that creaminess, but you know, it's like it has more character to it again. And also one more thing I want to mention, Bath and Body Works used to have this scent called Dahlia, okay, and I think I used it in 2021. So if you have tried Dahlia before, it smells so similar to Dahlia. I think it's a repackage of Dahlia with just little bit of creaminess to it. So yeah, if you have tried Dahlia, it's almost the same. Then we have Madame Mystique. This is what the bottle looks like. Huh. The moment I smelled this, I knew. In my opinion, it's a repackaging of this scent. This is Into the Night from Bath and Body Works, and if you own Into the Night, then this is like 99.9% similar to it. I don't think you'll ever notice enough difference to justify buying them both, just in case if you have it already. Like if you have Midnight Addiction, do not get Madame Mystiques or Into the Night. If you have Into the Night, do not get any of the two perfumes because they are way too similar. I think Midnight Addiction is like slightly different because it has this creamy coffee note to it, and it's slightly more warmer. Like it has the same DNA, but it's just 90% similar. 10% में वो जो creamy note है वो है. But ये दोनों तो exactly similar है. But again, if you haven't tried any of the three, let me just break it down for you. This one is also again a very dark, sensual, plummy scent, like boozy plum. Very mysterious, very like the moment you walk in, people will notice you kind of scent. Again, this DNA has been one of my favorite DNAs for the longest time. Now, since we are talking about similar scents, there are two more scents which are very, very similar to each other, and you do not need to get both of them, which are these two. All Eyes on Her and Strawberry Flirt. So let me start with All Eyes on Her. This is supposed to be a dupe of Burberry Her. My advice would be, if you are eyeing these two, just buy one. I think they are almost identical but not completely identical. They are like 90% similar to each other, but initially when you spray both of them together, you can barely tell any difference. Like it's just so similar. They both fall into this creamy strawberry candy kind of category. Let me just first start with All Eyes on Her. To me, this is such a beautiful scent. Matlab, let me just show you how much I have used it again. I mean, it just speaks for itself. I really, really love this scent profile. It's just so girly, just so creamy. It's so delicious. Imagine like a creamy strawberry candy with little bit more depth and sophistication. It's sweet, it's creamy, slightly playful, very girly, very soft girl kind of vibe. And it has something extra that also makes it feel slightly luxurious. You know, when I first sprayed it, rather than Burberry Her, it reminded me of Latafa Yara candy, and but this one has a personality of its own. It's more playful, it's so soft, it's very feminine, and it definitely feels more luxurious than your typical strawberry candy scent. So if you are someone who loves sweet fragrances which are delicious, then you definitely need to check this one out. I am obsessed with it. Now, coming to Strawberry Flirt. So the DNA of this is so similar to All Eyes on Her. So first few days when I was trying to like jot down my thoughts, I was just so confused between these two scents. Maybe I got nose blind or something. मैं लिख ही नहीं पा रही थी, मुझे difference ही नहीं समझ आ रहा था. And then after a few days, I just realized जब you spray this, it's more softer, and when you spray this, it has a lot more strawberry than All Eyes on Her, and this starts with a lot of freshness and then settles down into this creamy scent. In general, if you compare both of them, they have a similar DNA, but All Eyes on Her is more creamy and slightly softer. This one is very strawberry forward and has like slight bit of freshness mixed with creaminess. This one is also creamy, but there is something that is fresh that peeks through this particular scent. So yeah, I think that's the only difference, but please do not get both of them because ये difference समझते समझते मेरे को 2 महीने लग गए. So definitely don't get both of them. And if you'll ask me to pick one, I will pick All Eyes on Her because I just feel like it has like more depth to it, and this one, it's more like playful and youthful and very like teenagey because इसमें तुमको ज़्यादा strawberry मिलता है. Like strawberry keeps coming forward, but it's a very beautiful candy strawberry scent. You will love it too. But I would personally prefer All Eyes on Her. Then we have Always Fleur. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. This one I bought recently. I had a comment from a subscriber to try this one out, and I kind of regret buying it. Matlab, it's a good scent, no offense, but it's just not the kind of scent profile that I personally love. It is supposed to be a dupe of J'adore by Dior, which again is the scent that I did not like. So when I went to Paris, I went to try out Dior के perfumes. I actually got myself Miss Dior. मैंने उस पर carve भी कर लिया था, and that was my wedding scent. तो तब मैंने ना बहुत सारे perfumes try करे थे. I tried Hypnotic Poison as well, but वो एकदम ऐसा basic सा था. J'adore had a lot of character to it, but तब भी मुझे वो स्मेल अच्छा नहीं लगा था because तब भी मुझे लगा था it smells like a old lady. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. To me, this scent smells like an old lady. Please कोई बुरा मत मानना, but that's what I feel. I know a lot of people love this. A lot of people find this clean and sophisticated, and I think it is clean and sophisticated. It just, I do not personally like this scent. It is very beautiful, but I don't enjoy it. So to describe it, you get a lot of freshness, lot of florals, and it's sweet. So I read the notes. They are pear, musk, cedar, and rose. Yeah, rose. Okay. So I think what I don't like in this is I love pear scents. I love woody scents as well. But I think maybe the rose is not doing it for me. I think that's the rose that's coming through, which I don't like. But all in all, it's a good scent. It's a good scent. If you love clean, fresh floral, if you want like a no-brainer scent, I mean, it's duping Jador. It's such a famous scent. A lot of people love it, and I think it smells exactly like that. So it really does smell like Jador, but I just don't like the scent profile. If you have been eyeing this, if you are watching this review to know if it's exactly similar to Jador or not, it is very, very similar because I have tried it and I can tell you it's very similar. Maybe I did not explain it quite well, but I'll be popping the notes of all the fragrances so you can just read through it, because sometimes it is difficult to explain perfumes, right? Next one is Hello Happiness. Again, I feel like this one was also the kind of scent which wasn't for me. I've noticed a pattern with these like newer launches. I feel like they're much more floral than gourmand. If you love like fresh florals, you will really like it. So basically, this is like a fresh floral scent mixed with a little bit of citrus, and also I feel like it has a bit of powderiness in the background. Maybe not powdery, hard to describe. I feel it's a little too basic in my opinion, and I cannot place it, but it smells very nostalgic. I have smelled this particular scent profile in my childhood before. I genuinely can't place kahan pe maine smell kara hai, but I have smelled it before, and that's why maybe again isko leke bhi mujhe thoda wo old lady kind of vibe aa raha hai. This Everyday Luxuries line actually had one more citrus scent which I truly love, which was Getaway Soiree from the first launch. And that's the citrus that I really like. If you want a citrus scent, if you are looking for a citrus scent, if that scent is still available, you can get that instead of this, in my opinion. But again, if you like the description that I have given you, if you want something like that, you can go ahead and buy it. The next scent is Salted Shorelines. This is again obviously all the scents which are blue, these are like fresh aquatic scents. So this is also a fresh scent. To me, this one is a very fresh aquatic citrusy scent with some, I think, woodiness to it. Like woodiness is not like prominent, like it comes in the background. And I also feel like in the background there is something green, and it's very mild, like not very prominent, but it's there. Mainly it's an aquatic scent. Actually did not know the notes of this until now. I just looked it up and it says that it has bergamot, sage, and driftwood. So I think that green grassiness that I was getting in the background was from the sage, but it's such a beautiful aquatic scent again. I think if you love aqua scents again, you will really like it. Also very unisex. I feel like both men and women both can wear and enjoy this scent, and I feel like there's also like very subtle sweetness in the background, and honestly I do really like this one. So in the Bath and Body Works Everyday Luxuries collection, there are like a lot of aqua scents. On the Horizon, Aqua Hour, Imperfect Beauty, Mediterranean Mirage, and Salted Shorelines. Out of all the scents, my favorite scent is Imperfect Beauty. I think I still prefer Imperfect Beauty over Salted Shorelines, even though it's such a great scent. There's one more scent which I have seen in the Bath and Body Works ka shop couple of months ago, I think, which is Mediterranean Mirage. I tried it out there and I like took down notes because again I have a lot of aqua scents and I don't wear aqua scents that often, so that scent felt slightly repetitive to me, and that's why I decided I'll not buy it, but I have written down my thoughts. So Mediterranean Mirage is more of like a spicy musky kind of aqua. It is obviously there is a lot of aqua, but in like here you see that it was mixed with sage, like it was slightly grassy, but there it's more like spicy and ambery and musky. I also felt like that was again a beautiful scent profile, perfect unisex scent, but again very repetitive. I have a lot of aqua scents, so I just decided not to buy it, but that is also a very good scent. And this reminded me there is one more scent. that I tried out but I did not buy, which is free as flower, and it was supposed to be a dupe of YSL Libre. Now I actually tried it out, and it has that similar YSL Libre kind of DNA, in my opinion. Very very good scent. If you have been eyeing YSL Libre, if you want a scent that is similar to that, definitely you can try that out. Actually, I have a lot of scents in that particular scent profile. I have Fairy Tale, which is again that similar DNA. I have Chasing Fireflies. I have Golden Decade. I actually have the YSL Libre. So मुझे same scent नहीं लेना था. That's the reason I did not buy it. मतलब this entire collection is like a dupe of luxury perfume. So obviously YSL has to be there because it's one of the most classy, sexy, powerful lady kind of scent. And so obviously if you have been eyeing Libre, it's a great scent that you can try. Again, I saw that it was on sale, so you can definitely check that out. If you don't know what Libre smells like, it's more like this fresh lavender forward spicy woody kind of scent. Like it's so complex, it smells luxury, it smells expensive. And then we have Eau de Coconut. Now when I smelled this scent, it instantly reminded me of this particular body mist from the same collection. This is called Lost in Santal. It was part of their first release. Now Eau de Coconut smells really similar to Lost in Santal, like the same kind of spiciness, earthiness, woodiness, grassiness. It is very very similar. The only difference that I feel like there is that Eau de Coconut has coconut, so it's more creamy, it's more lighter, it's more fluffier. So if by any chance if you have Lost in Santal, just do not think of buying Eau de Coconut because it's just too similar and would be repetitive. So basically this is a coconut scent. Now when you think of coconut scents, most of them are very like सनस्क्रीनी, ऐसे थोड़े बीची होते हैं. Imagine Meet Me in Miami or a lot of like coconut scents that are there in the market. Those are like very fresh, like Bahamas. Those are like very tropical coconut. So when you think of coconut, that's what comes to your mind. But this one is more like coconut mixed with more spicy elements, more woody elements. I mean, that's what I feel. It's not your creamy coconut. It's rather more fresh, more clean, with little bit of spices, little bit of woodiness, everything blended with coconut. Here you don't get coconut evidently, it's more like a lot of things blended together, and coconut is the thing that is holding it and making it more creamier. Actually it's a very good scent, very different, can be a very niche fragrance. And also in my previous video where I talked about Lost in Santal, which I feel it's similar to, I said that it reminds me of that spiciness from Versace ka Crystal Noir. So इसमें भी वो है, it's great to layer with that. So yeah, all in all a very good scent, can be a niche scent and I really like it. Last but not the least, we have Aqua Hour. This in my opinion is very soapy, very shampoo kind of scent. I don't know, मुझे इससे कोई shampoo की vibe आती है. Maybe L'Oreal का shampoo. I'm not sure which one. There is a shampoo which smells like this and I have used this. Maybe Head and Shoulders. I don't know. I don't remember. मुझे लगता है इनका description काफी similar सा हो रहा है, Salted Shorelines and this. But that's what it is. Salted Shorelines में वो थोड़ा grassy element और woody element ज़्यादा है. This one is more fresh. It's more shampooy. It's more clean. This has pear and bergamot, so I get where the shampoo kind of freshness comes from. And it's a good aquatic scent. It's very light. It's very clean. It's perfect like out of the shower scent. And I feel like it's gonna be very good for summers. So yeah, I don't have much to say about the aquatic scents because a lot of them smell similar with like very minimal differences. And as I said, out of all the 5 aquatic scents that are there in this collection, my favorite one is Imperfect Beauty. So if that helps, I'm not the best person to describe aquatic scents. Maybe I'm good in gourmands. It's not like my best work when it comes to describing aquatic scents because मैं बहुत confused हो जाती हूँ कैसे explain करो उस चीज़ को. But obviously you can read the notes and it might help you differentiate from the other aquatic scents. So guys, that was it. I know it was a very long video, and before I say anything else, मेरी इतनी सारी मेहनत के लिए प्लीज़ एक सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबा दो यार, इट विल मीन सो मच। मतलब बहुत बहुत मोटिवेट करता है मुझे, तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर देना। प्लीज़ लेट मी नो योर ओपिनियंस ऑन दीज परफ्यूम्स, बिकॉज मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है सबके रिव्यू पढ़ने में। मैं बहुत बार अपने ही सब्सक्राइबर्स से इंस्पायर होकर परफ्यूम्स खरीद लेती हूँ, बिकॉज दे राइट सच sweet things about scents. So I love discussing. Let's just come together and talk about the scents we like, dislike. और बहुत बार मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I don't like it, but someone says that it's good, so it grows on me. So if there are few scents जो मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगे, but you think I should give them some more time to either macerate or try, then just let me know. Let's just have a collective discussion. I would love that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.